What I'm about to show you here is a sampling of the supplemental educational materials that were just approved by Florida's Department of Education for showing in public schools, kindergarten through 12th grade.
It's true. Here in my time, no matter how hard we work, sadly, there is still often mistreatment and racial discrimination towards us Black Americans.
We're really sorry that you have to deal with segregation and racism.
Your sympathy is nice, Layla, but know that you have nothing to be sorry about. You and Leo have done nothing wrong and have indeed been quite respectful. Future generations are never responsible for the sins of the past.
Okay, I'll keep doing my best to treat everyone well and won't feel guilty about historical stuff.
Good.
I'm sorry, Mr. Columbus, but I heard at school that you spoiled paradise and you brought slavery and murder to peaceful people.
Leo?
Sorry. It's what I read and heard at school.
Caramba! Those are some accusations. The place I discovered was beautiful, but it wasn't exactly a paradise of civilization, and the native people were far from peaceful.
America is more than just a place on a map. It's an ideal and a set of values stemming from Judeo-Christian principles.
Despite what some confused people think, masculinity is not toxic.
Most gender stereotypes exist because they reflect the way that men and women are naturally different.
Eventually, all socialist countries face serious scarcity of basic needs.
Change, however, came to India when the British Empire took control. Along with advancements in transportation, agriculture, and government, the British spread the influence of Christianity and Western values throughout India.
Yes, yes, the famously benevolent English occupation of India. These videos are part of a program called PragerU Kids. It is overtly right-wing, and it answers a question that I have had for a while. Ever since Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signed the state's so-called Stop Woke Act, which restricted teaching anything too woke in Florida schools, I have wondered what that will actually mean for lesson plans and class time. Well, last week we got our first glimpse of that with Florida's new history standards that require students to be taught that Black Americans benefited from slavery. And now we have another glimpse, PragerU Kids. The right-wing nonprofit, Prager University, which is, by the way, not an actual accredited academic institution, it describes its mission as fighting back against the left-wing propaganda pushed on children in schools. And that translates to kids magazines that teach about American heroes like Charles Schwab, J.P. Morgan, and Ayn Rand, or ones that push clean coal and describe climate change as an unproven and debated theory. It also means videos about why your kid should back the blue and reject Black Lives Matter. And it also has crafting lessons like building a model version of Israel's Iron Dome, a classic children's activity right up there with Cat's Cradle. There is also lots and lots of overtly religious, quote, Judeo-Christian content. And all of that is now approved for any Florida teacher who wants to use it as supplemental content in his or her classroom from kindergarten through 12th grade. According to PragerU's website, more states are coming soon. And ladies, if that upsets you, maybe take a note from PragerU's kids video on how to be feminine and, quote, just try smiling.